What is up, everybody? We're here with a deck profile of what I played at my local's World Championship celebration over the past weekend. You're going to see the matches from that on my channel. But this is what I played. I went 3-2. We had, I think, 30 some odd players, or 30 players. I can't remember exactly how many we had. Cut the top 8. All that's going to be on the channel. So my matchups were round 1 versus Flunderies, lost. Round 2 versus Branded, I won. Round 3 versus Cubics, I won. Round 4 versus Tempai, won. Round 5 versus Flunderies again, lost. Lost to Flunderies because of Shifter and Herpes Feather Storm. So let's get into it. Gets Gimmick Puppets. 3 Little Soldiers, the starter. A starter of the deck, I should say. When it is summoned, you send a puppet, it copies its level. It's a graveyard effect. Is banish it. You can increase the level of a puppet by 4, so you can make easy 8s. 3 Rouge Doll. Activate her effect. Sorry, when she sends the graveyard, except from the hand, you can add her back to your hand. Her other effect is you reveal a extra deck puppet and special summon a puppet of the same level from your deck. Again, just make haste as quickly as possible. Cattle Scream. These are all new cards from info. Cattle Scream can summon itself from your hand or graveyard by detaching a material from XYZ. It has a bonus effect of the XYZ that it's used for material for. Gains the effect of once per turn, you can target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it to your opponent's field in defense. So you can give your opponent a card, then you can, depending on what you're playing against, facilitate it for the FTK. 1 Jury Doll for the last of the 8s. An extender. You could play Bisque Doll, I think her name is, but I play her just for another extender in case some plays get awkward. 2 Terror Babies. When it is normal summoned, target a puppet in your graveyard, special summon it. Its graveyard effect is banish it. Your opponent cannot activate cards in response to puppet effects this turn. That part can be pretty good. 3 Mansions. The key to the FTK, the one card you need for the FTK, if you want to see the 1-card combo with Mansion to do the FTK, that video is also on my channel. Please give it a look. To help get to it faster, Terraforming and Serotation. The other field spell target is coming up shortly. Next, 3 Condolence Puppets. Foolish Burial for the deck. If going second, you can send more than 1. If going first, you send 1, and that 1 puppet could just get you a combo started. Lastly for the spells, 2 Rank Ups. You need to be able to search 1 off Matrix, and if you only play 1 and you open it, it kind of sucks. Or if for some reason you're playing in a locals or event and they DD Crow 1, you need a second one just to be able to keep going. Also, to note about Condolence Puppet, you can banish it. Target exceeds you control, and it can't be destroyed by card effects for the rest of the game while it's face up. Trap card, 1 puppet play. You search it off the rank 9 matrix, one of the newer cards. If you activate it, you set it. If you activate it, you take control of your opponent's monsters for the turn. So you could, in theory, shut your opponent down for a turn, thus giving you an opportunity to clap back. Its other effect is you can banish it. You can banish it from your graveyard. Target XYZ in either graveyard and special summon it to the field in defense. So that's for the puppet cards. Horse, 3 Mseti, 1 Happy, 1 Kings. You just need an Mseti to search the king. Lastly, set rotation target. Wall, if need be, you can activate walls, search an Mseti, pitch a card to add King Sarcophagus, and keep going from there as a way to thin out your deck. And plus free 8s for Xyz plays. The next cards here are debatable. You can still play if you want to or not. You can swap these for the Rainbow Bridge engine with Foolish Burial. But 1 Ash, 1 Droll, 1 Nib, and 3 Crossouts, plus a Called by the Grave. I was testing with the Foolish Burial goods into Rainbow Bridge, but I wanted something with more defense, just in case, versus hand traps. So I went back to this package. Obviously, I had to play against Flu, round 1 and round 5. Sadly, I did side in a D-shifter for a crossbow target, and round 1, I drew the D-shifter, and sadly not cross out. So if those two cards were swapped, who knows what would happen there. But yeah, this is the hand trap lineup, or the hand trap lineup for crossouts and defense. For the rest of the hand traps, 3 droplet for negates if I have forced to go second, 3 imperms for negates. Negate, cut attack points in half, make everything easier to run over if I have to go to the battle phase. For the extra deck, 2 Chimera Dolls. I only ever make 1, play 2 in case of Cashier Unicorn. When you make it, you can search your deck for a puppet. When you are through with that, if you have a puppet in hand, you can special summon. Typically, I don't special summon a puppet, but there's some lines in an FTK, if you have to, you would special summon another level 8 puppet in your hand. For the most part, I'm going to use this effect to add terror, maybe. So that's it for that. A level 4 for Rouge Doll to summon out Little Soldiers. 2 of the level 8 Matrix. Detach, add a rank up. Then I get an additional normal summon. His other effect is when a monster is... can't speak. When a monster is exceeds summoned, and it's like, I believe, level... If you special summon a Gimmick Puppet XYZ monster, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card to either side of the field and add back a rank up. 2 rank 9 matrices. Typically, you're going to start out by making this matrix, adding the ranking up into this matrix, search puppet, and not only does it affect to add the puppet, it has effect to revive a exceeds monster and either revive a monster and summon it to your opponent's side of the field. So if a monster is special summon, it also has the effect of... Sorry. If it is special summoned, you can get the puppet trap card from your deck to your hand. If you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card. Special summon 1 monster from either graveyard to the opponent's side of the field in defense. If a monster or monsters is special summoned to your opponent's side of the field, except during a damage step, you can target one of those monsters, destroy it, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the original attack. So it can facilitate damage to plays. If you can't go for the FTK, you can at least be annoying and have damage. 1 number 40, 1 C40. These went to 1 on the ban list. Typically, you're going to make this as your second rank 8 of the game to add back the rank up effect to give counters. Then you rank it up into C. You destroy everything with a counter on it, and then draw a card and burn for the highest attack points of what was destroyed. 2 Giant Grinders, part of the FTK. 1 C Giant Grinder, part of the FTK as well. Typically for the FTK, I think you really only need to use 1. But again, I think it's probably better to play 2 in case of things like Cashier Unicorn that can banish extract monsters. So this, when it destroys you can detach up to twice per turn. You can activate the effect. Detach material from this card. Destroy monster. Target 1 monster your opponent controls. Destroy it. If it's an XYZ monsters, inflict damage to your opponent. This effect is detach and inflict damage. Destroy a monster. Inflict damage to your opponent. It doesn't need to be an XYZ monster. Didn't make these cards at all, but they're in the deck. 1 Leo, 1 C Leo as a win con in case you want to go that way. If you can't do the FTK. But you still have the combo. There's still a 2-card combo, I believe, to make this and win the duel on the end phase. You do not need to play this card at all. I played it as a filler, Sky Prison. But yeah, that's it for this deck. It's an FTK deck. It is what it is. So yes, I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.